Dzień dobry, assalamu alaikum, ciao, konnichiwa, bonjour, hola, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Ken at 10, back with you. Sorry, I hope you missed me yesterday. Wasn't around, just had a long bank holiday. Hope you enjoyed yours too. Today, that's it, I'm afraid. Last day of summer, meteorologically at least. Today is actually officially the last day of summer here in the UK. So we can look forward to the autumn. Shame, isn't it? We've had a good summer though. Can't really complain, can we? It's been a good time. In terms of the market generally, very, very difficult to say at this point. Obviously, things are tougher. There's lots of negative headlines coming out, including the return of gazundering. For those of you who don't know, gazundering is the opposite of gazumping. Gazumping being where someone is offering over the price that someone's offered, and gazundering being someone that has perhaps offered on a property and then has reduced that offer, quite often close to the point of exchange of contracts in like a blackmail way. A little bit sneaky that, but does happen sometimes. We haven't experienced any of that here in London so far. And the barometer for the London market will be September, mark my words on that, because September, I said many times, but for us particularly, it is the mum's market. The children go back to school. It's a bit of quiet time. Over the holidays, they've enjoyed the children, but the house feels smaller. The bikes are bigger. The children are bigger. Time to move on. So there's a real barometer this year for the housing market, and that is the September market. So it'll be really interesting to see how that pans out. As far as we're concerned, what we're seeing is still a lack of supply. Many people do lack confidence to make the move right now. They're more worried about their heating bills than anything else, and understandably so, frankly. The difficult question to answer, of course, is we've seen that, during the pandemic, everybody said, oh, the housing market's going to fall off a cliff. And did it? No, it did exactly the opposite. Here in London, it went a bit quiet, while especially holiday type resorts, because of Zoom commuting, jumped up dramatically. And now what we found is that London's starting to creep up more, and the outskirts and the more holiday type destinations have slowed down much quicker. So it'll be interesting to see, does London and the suburbs have a little bit more to go? Difficult to say. I think what we're going to see is a bit more stability. I don't think we're going to see house prices falling off a cliff, mainly on a lack of supply of available property. Because remember, people have a choice of whether to buy, but also people have a choice of whether to sell. And there's nearly always an undersupply of property, and that alone underpins property. If you put on top of that rapidly rising rents, what you've got is a lucrative buy-to-let market that some new landlords will be particularly drawn to. Of course, against that is the backdrop of rising interest rates, rising fuel costs, tough times ahead. And literally they're talking now, I don't know if you've heard this, but they're talking about warm hubs, where it's possible that local authorities are going to get places where people can go collectively to get warm. I'm not sure that's a great idea in the light of COVID still being out there somewhere, but looking forward to my over 50s vaccination soon. I know that. But yeah, remains to be seen how that will be. Let's hope COVID doesn't come back strongly. It seems to be forgotten about during the summer, and a good thing too. And hopefully it's not too severe this winter. But as far as the housing market's concerned, very early days to say. Obviously, we'll report to you how it is live here from the coalface. But right now, everything seems to be business as usual to a large degree. Rents are still on the rise. There's still such a shortage of supply that we're often putting properties live and then having to withdraw them the same morning because we have an oversubscription of quality people looking to take them. So if you do have a property you're considering rental, it could be a good time to do that. Do get in touch. We'd love to talk to you about it. And that's it for today. So I hope you have a great last day of the summer. We'll be back tomorrow with another edition of Ken at 10. Till then, stay safe, look after yourselves, and if you can, your family and friends. Ciao.